Hello everyone, this is Ancestral Energy, Dovydas Lukšas. I'm a holistic health coach, and today I want to present you five element system that is from China, and as well as its practice in the traditional Chinese medicine and in Taoism. And in essence, it's a universal system that has been discovered thousands of years ago, where the monks and different scholars were in a way sorting out natural phenomena into some kind of categories. And some of these five categories that became present in that culture are the five elements, which are the wood element, the fire element, earth element, metal, and water. And they are all interconnected, so some of them have positive relationships with each other, some have, there can also be a negative relationship, or you could call it like a shadow being expressed in the communication. So these elements, they have many qualities to them. So it can be a season, direction, it can be specific food, nutrition. Then it can be emotions. So what emotions are for the person, for example. So in essence, they are something you observe in nature, but they are also something that they are contained in us. And each of us have a dominant element compared to the other ones. So therefore, I'm entering now into the field of things like emotions and health and your spiritual purpose, or you could call it like your emotional, mental tendencies as well, how to act or how to not act, and why. And these things are encoded in our nature in a way. So besides that, five elements system, it helps, in my opinion, to understand, to comprehend our own nature, our own essence, because it's a holistic model. It's a holistic model that integrates a human being with the environment. So by knowing yourself, you also get more in touch with reality that surrounds you, or your environment. And we know from the field of epigenetics that it's not per se the genes that cause everything bad and etc. It's also that it's mostly the environment that impacts what gets expressed. So therefore, by this system, by understanding your own nature and interaction between the natural elements that surround you, that are within you, you are able to live a more fulfilled life and also find your spiritual purpose. Or you can also find your healing modalities, your power environments, where you load up your energetic reserve and where you get inspiration and many different factors. Therefore, five element system that is coming from China and Taoism, it's an amazing tool to comprehend yourself, to comprehend the life that is around you, to comprehend nature and the reality of things, as well as communication with other people, because every element has a specific character or character traits, say emotions, how they are by definition in a way, and or have some tendencies, and each element, well, as I said, have some different qualities. Therefore, their interactions are quite different as well. For example, water has a positive relationship with wood, because water nurtures the wood element, and you can also see that if you look just into nature. So for a plant or a tree to grow, there must be enough of water in the soil. And so water is something that nourishes the growth of the wood. And something like a relationship of metal with wood is called metal chops the wood. So because metal type of metal element people are more grounded and realistic and very practical, short on words, big on action, and the wood element is actually an air sign. So they are more idea people, vision, and they fly high in their daily life, and they're super inspired, but they sometimes tend to lose the sense of, yeah, just the ground. Oh, just some basic, real practical things that are happening around in life. So metal, in that way, chops the wood because it just gives that truth immediately. No building it up, just go for it. And for wood, it takes them from the air on the ground, and they're like, whoa, that was like very direct. And so some of those relationships can be very diverse, and pretty much I'm gonna cover all this system more in advanced videos. So I'll cover each element. If you figure out which element you are, then I'll give some qualities on each element by definition, and like personal qualities and the organs and that are most important to nurture, as well as the diet, the emotions, the season, the power environments, the direction, and many different things, so you can comprehend yourself and empower your strengths, and as well as boost also like see clearly your weaknesses. And by understanding that 5 element system, you also become master of yourself, because you have all the 5 elements inside of you. Even though there's one dominant, this interaction is always happening. In a way, you could even say that, well, the goal of life is to balance those 5 elements. So keep updated. I'm gonna upload videos on each element, and I'm gonna cover them in more depth, and you can find what you resonate most with. If you are interested to dive deeper, I also offer a personalized consultation on the element, and how you can use that information to solve physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, even turbulence, and find maybe a new direction or find a new solution for something. So let's stay in touch, and I hope this is a good introduction for 5 element system.